One of the biggest questions that I got when I was losing 120 pounds was how did I have the motivation to stick with it long enough? And to this day, this is one of the biggest questions that I get, and I think a lot of people just do not understand what they mean by stick with it. Let me clear up some things for you. So if you're in a rut or you're just working towards a goal and you don't know if you can stick with it long enough, or you have the willpower to fight through all the hard times to get what you truly want, whether it's a better relationship, whether it's just a better lifestyle, more money, a better job title, or maybe to pass a test, but you don't think that you have what it takes. Well, let me just clear some things up for you real quick. So you see, one of the biggest hardships when it comes to goal setting and actually reaching that goal is doing what it takes to get to that goal. Right now, I want to go over 3 things that I had to understand and conquer in order to lose 120 pounds in 12 months. It doesn't matter what your challenge is. If you have a challenge that is just like my weight loss challenge, then you're probably going to have to overcome some things on your own. The first thing that I highly encourage you to understand is to know your why. Why did you start to do something? Why did you start to do this challenge that is right in front of you? Why did you set this goal? Why do you want what you want? You see, when I was on my weight loss journey, I wanted to lose weight. But I didn't just want to lose weight. I had to lose weight. A lot of people think that they really want to lose weight, or think that they really want a better grade in school, or think they want a better relationship. But really, their action is what tell whether they do or they don't. You're gonna notice yourself and a lot of people around you saying that they want this or they want that. However, they don't do what it takes to get to that goal. On one hand, they think they want something, but on the other hand, they don't really want it bad enough. For the longest time when I was trying to lose weight, I just wanted to be skinny. I wanted to be attractive. I wanted to have more confidence. For years and years and years, I tried to lose weight, but I didn't actually do it. That's because I didn't want it bad enough. Now, whatever situation that you're in right now, you're gonna notice that whatever you want, you have to want it bad enough, or else you're not gonna do what it takes to get to your goal. The very first thing that I highly encourage you to understand is why. Why do you want what you want? And why did you set this goal in the first place? What is this gonna do for you when you do reach this goal? The second thing that you have to understand is long-term thinking. For the longest time, I was only thinking in the short term when I was trying to lose weight. I was just trying to think, what can I do for the next 30 days to try and lose as much weight as possible? Or when is the shortest amount of time that I can lose all this weight that I have? But you see, all that thinking was doing was keeping me in the short term for short-term success. And that short-term success never lasted. After about a week or 2, I would be able to lose a pound or 2 or 3 or 4. Maybe even after 30 days, I would lose 10 to 15 pounds. After that 30 days was over, I ran out of motivation. I ran out of the willpower to go ahead and keep moving forward to do what I wanted to do to get to my goal. And I always ended right back where I was because I was looking for short-term success. The moment that I was able to successfully think long-term is what got me to the point where I'm at now, 4 years later, able to not only lose 120 pounds, but be one of the very few people who can actually keep that much weight off. And no, not once since I've lost it have I struggled keeping the weight off. It has been so easy to keep this weight off. But that's the power of long-term thinking, is you have to be able to get over that instant gratification of what's gonna happen in the next 7, 14, or 30 days, and just accept that this is gonna be a full lifestyle change towards wherever you wanna go in life. And the third thing that I wanna cover in this video is to reinforce the very first 2 things that we talked about with accountability. All of these things are great to know and understand, but they're not gonna be put into practice unless you keep yourself accountable. So here's a few ways that I keep myself accountable. The very first way, and I think one of the best ways to stay accountable, is to find other people who want the same thing as you. So if you wanna lose weight, or if you wanna get into a better relationship, or if you wanna make more money, or if you wanna get a better grade on that test in science class, what you're gonna need to do is find people who have similar goals. Because if you're hanging out with people who don't care about their science grade, you're probably not gonna care about your science grade. If you're hanging out with people who just love to go out and eat at different restaurants, you're probably not gonna be able to lose weight as easily as if you just found some friends at the gym who had the same goal. You see, being around people who are like-minded, who want the same goal, is going to motivate you and keep you going. Another way I like to keep myself accountable is by not telling anybody my goals and keeping it to myself. So what I like to do is I like to put up a tracking sheet on my door or somewhere in my room where I'm gonna see it at least twice a day. This way I can write down all the things that I need to keep track of. So for example, if I want to lose weight, the things I would keep track of is the nutrition that I had that day, and then the exercise that I did that day. And at the end of every night, I would write down exactly what I did with my nutrition and exactly what I did with my exercise. after about 7 to 15 days, you're gonna have an awesome log of information, of data that you've been collecting on yourself, and you'll be able to look at that piece of paper every single day and reminded of just how amazing you're doing or just how kind of crappy you're doing. This is really, really important because it reminds you every morning and every night. You're not trying to keep it in your head where you're gonna forget, you're gonna slack off, you're gonna forget to eat your nutrition one day or forget to go to the gym one day. You're gonna know for sure what you're supposed to be doing and how well you've been doing if you have the information staring right back at you every day. And the third way I like to keep myself accountable is to just reward myself when I do something good. For example, if I'm trying to lose 10 pounds in 30 days, then what I'll try to do is I will only reward myself if I've actually gotten to my goal. So if after 30 days, I've just been slacking off, haven't been going to the gym, and I've been cheating all the time, I've been eating disgusting foods, and I've actually gained a couple pounds, or I haven't made as much progress as I wanted to in the first 30 days, then whatever incentive that I put out for myself, whether that be an amazing cheat day or a day to go to Knott's Berry Farm or Disneyland or Six Flags, I won't reward myself with that. And what I'll do is I'll start over for the next 30 days. Look, I just want to tell you right now that no matter what your goal is or what you're trying to achieve, you can do it. I know and I believe that you can do it. You can do whatever you set your mind to. Do not let any limiting beliefs stop you from getting to where you want to be. I want to push you to get to your goal. If you like this video, go ahead, subscribe, click that like button, and I would love to see you for the next video. Check out one of these 2 videos next. I highly recommend that you watch at least one of them. As always, have a fantastic rest of your day, guys, and I will see you next video.